Hello, and thank you for clicking on my channel, Cali Legends Media. I'd like to thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel so far. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up like button. And if you'd like to be notified whenever a new video is coming out, hit that notification bell. And you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video. And then you can go back and watch it whenever you get a chance. Okay, so this video is about finding yourself a good Sally when you're incarcerated and how important this is. You're going to live with this person, so it's very important. And always the first thing you're going to do is check his paperwork. Check his 128, see what he's in there for, and see if he has any bad charges on him, whether for the case that he's currently in prison for, or if he has priors, charges that are not acceptable in jail, which usually involve women and children. Now, this is a very dangerous time, okay? Now, I'll give you an example. We were on lockdown, and also from the Avenue, Sally got rolled up. This vato from Lote Maravilla pulls up Smokey, and this fool has bad charges. Well, I didn't know he pulled up. I heard the alarm, and then I looked out my window, and I seen when they were taking him out of also cell. What happened was he went in, also being already old school, knows what's up, asked to see his paperwork. Before even thinking of showing also anything, this vato Smokey took flight on him. So they ended up getting down, they ended up getting sprayed, and they both ended up getting taken out. They later brought also back. But it's just a dangerous time because somebody like this already knows that there's going to be a problem. So I'm sure also was ready, and he was on his toes, because you could never let your guard down until you see that paperwork. You know, you have to be with your shoes on and ready. You know, that's why it's important, even during a lockdown, you get up, you put your shoes on, you kick it in your boxers, whatever you want, but you have your shoes on in case something pops off. Okay. In this case, it was this guy Smokey going to his cell. Now, I ran into Smokey in the county jail, and I knew what his charges were. So when we went to the reception center, I tried to cell up with Smokey, and Smokey denied the movement. Okay, he got at me on wheel, and he told me, "Hey, Lucky, hey homie, you moving in? You know, we're gonna have nothing but problems, from Jump Street." And I tried to finesse him and tell, "Nah, homie, like, what are you talking about? Everything will be cool, dog." Boo, boo, boo. Nah, he knew I knew something. I tried to rock him to sleep when we were in the county, and one night I was talking to him like, "Feed me." He was on the top tier, I was on the bottom tier, and I was on a good one, so I started talking to him like everything was cool, right? But he's been around. He knew, and he wouldn't let the move go through. Anyways, the next time I saw him was when he tried to get in the cell with Oso. A lot of times these guys try to sneak in. Sometimes a Sally won't ask for the paperwork, whatever the reason. He's lazy. He ain't hip to the skip, whatever it is. And sometimes these guys sneak in for a minute, But Big also wasn't having it, and put tips on that piece of shit. Anyways, so it's real important. Stay on your toes when you check your Sally's paperwork, or even ask him for his paperwork. Once you got a good Sally, you have to see if your personalities match. He might be a dirtbag, you know what I mean? He might not know how to do cell living, and he might not be listening to the lecture you're trying to give him about how to conduct himself in a cell. Because a lot of things you do when you're living with another man in those close quarters, that things that you do and things that you wouldn't do, you know. The most important, I think, is surrounded around using the restroom. You know, you got to give them courtesy flushes, you know. Keep your funk to yourself, or get it out of the cell ASAP. You know, just people do dumb things, you know. Some people just aren't clean. You know, they make food, they make a mess. You know, they don't clean right. They smear the stuff instead of wiping it, making sure it's clean. A lot of little details that might bother a person. So you have to see that you're compatible and can live together. Little did I know, I have a real bad snoring problem. In fact, I have sleep apnea, where you stop breathing at night. Anyways, you snore a lot when you have that. And I snored very loud. And I never gave my Sallies a heads up because I wasn't aware of it until finally one day I woke up and my Sally was standing up, like with his hands, like he was like this, like up against his bunk, like shaking his head. And I'm like, hey fool, what are you doing, you know? He goes, hey homie, man, you snore loud, dog, I can't sleep. Then I became aware of my snoring problem, that it happened every night, you know. So whenever I'd get a Sally, I'd let him know, hey homie, you know, I snore, dog, you know, Spencer, so you all right with that? Because other than that, I think we'll be all right. Anyways, you always got to have somebody that you can live with, you know. I've had all good Sallies, I could say. All my Sallies, they were well, one it was a little bit of funk, but we didn't stay Sallies too long, you know. As soon as the lockdown was over, I think I moved. One of us moved, but we went separate ways, and it was for the best, you know. Anyways, it's just a short video on what could happen when you're asking to see paperwork. It's real important that you ask for it, so that you don't let people come in to your cell or onto the yard that don't belong. That don't belong there. In any case, I'm gonna cut this video short, and I'm gonna really ask that none of us ever be in a situation where we gotta pick a Sally. Let's stay out here. Let's stay out where the getting's good. We don't want to be in there dealing with nonsense like this, you know. And if you watch some of my other videos, you'll see that most of the stuff that happens in jail is stuff you don't want to be a part of, or stuff you don't want to have to see, you know. It does something to a person, you know, when you watch people die, people getting killed, people killing themselves, people overdosing on drugs, dying, you know, and all of the bad things that go on in jail and or prison. So let's keep ourselves out here. Let's hang on to our freedom and do the right thing. Be here for our families, our loved ones, and be here for them. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you very much.